Natural Janelle here, long time no see. I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long. I've had a lot going on. I had company over for a while, and then right after that we went on vacation, and it's just been one thing after another. But I'm back, and I appreciate all of the new subscribers that I've received. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You don't have to watch the videos, you don't have to subscribe. And I hope that you're being inspired. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I know that I enjoy making them. So thanks again for watching and subscribing. This video is going to be a Detangling 101 video, but before I get into it, I mentioned that we were on vacation. I did install some kinky twists for the vacation to, block humidity so I could go swimming and I wouldn't have to worry about my hair reverting back and showing those relaxed, weak looking ends. So my hubby helped me to install them. It was awesome, fun. It was the first time doing it, so I didn't want to do a video on it. I didn't think I should put up a tutorial on it because it's my first time. But probably the next time that I install any extensions, I'll definitely get some footage for you guys. Sorry about that. But I hope you enjoy these pictures that I'm posting up. It's pictures from vacation and just all of the different happenings. And I did a few styles. So I had the kinky twists in for about 3 weeks. But since it was our first installation, they didn't last as long as I wanted them to. And also I really have to wash my hair like a lot, and my scalp needs it. It will start to itch if I don't wash every week. So the next time I will do a video with me installing the kinky twists. So now on to the Detangling 101. Here are a few things that you need to know before you start using a comb, before you start combing your hair. One thing that helps you to minimize knots and tangles is keeping your hair moisturized. You want to make sure daily when you're wrapping it up at night that you're using your favorite moisturizer and oil. The next thing I would recommend is to keep your hair braided or twisted or in a bun at night. You don't want to just have your hair loose and flying free. That's going to promote more knots and tangles. Third thing I would recommend is wearing a satin bonnet at night. It not only helps to retain moisture, which helps with reducing the amount of knots and tangles you have, but it also keeps your hair intact and it's not flying free, like I just mentioned. So let's start with the finger detangling, which is the initial breakdown of your hair. What I usually do is I try to remove as much shed hair as possible. Your hair sheds about 50 to 100 hairs a day, and that's everyone. That's like an average, give or take, amount of hairs that shed. And so during the week, if you're not combing your hair, all of that shed hair is, building up in your hair, and so that's what is causing those knots and tangles. So what I like to do initially is to finger detangle and to pull as much of that loose hair out. And I like to break my hair down into 4 sections. I find that breaking my hair into sections makes it a lot more manageable and a lot more easier to detangle when it's time to actually use the comb. So I just break it into small sections, and you can see in the clip as I'm doing that. I like to apply a lot of oil. Usually when I'm doing my finger detangling session, I'm applying oil to my hair to get it prepped for a hot oil treatment. And that's going along the lines of moisturizing my hair so that it can soften up and become more pliable, so that by the time I'm ready to use that comb, my hair will be ready to be detangled. So when it's finally time to use the comb to detangle my hair, I like to start at the ends of my hair and work my way up. And as you're combing your hair, you should feel the knots easily loosen, and then you work your way up. Eventually you should be able to pull the comb from root to tip, and that's a sign to me that I've completely detangled my hair. There are different types of combs that I have grown, or I have learned to use throughout my transitioning process. I remember that months 3 through 6 were the most difficult for me. I was struggling, and I wanted to big chop. That's how bad it was. I wanted to just chop it all off, but I didn't. My goal was to long-term transition, so I just started experimenting, and that's what I recommend for you. is to experiment. I started experimenting first with the tools that I was using. The beginning of my transition, I was using this kind of comb, and I feel like this is a wide enough tooth for someone who has a lot of relaxed hair. It's perfect. But as my natural hair was growing in, I started having difficulties with that, and it was just so difficult to detangle my hair. So I went and I started using this, and this was okay. It didn't do as good as I would have liked. But eventually I moved on to this comb, and this has been my staple detangling comb. It doesn't look that wide to a lot of you, but it's very wide. It's like perfect for my relaxed ends, perfect for the wavy and curly ends, and it's, you know, it's just definitely worked for me. And so that's one thing that you have to do, is experiment with your tools. There's also like a Denman brush that some people use, but be careful with that. That could rip your hair out. I would recommend is test out products, experiment with products. The conditioner that I use now that gives me the most slip is Tresemme Naturals, and I love putting that in my cocktail, or even just the conditioner by itself. But you need to test out conditioners that work best for your hair, that you feel give you the most slip. One other thing that I tried was the Mane and Tail Detangler. When I was struggling, I did go out and get this. A lot of people on YouTube are raving about this product and that it really melts away the knots and the tangles. I didn't think it was that much of a miracle product. I mean, it was okay to me, and I definitely didn't like that it had so many silicones in it, but that's a whole nother video. Anyway, so you just have to experiment with the products and the tools, and you have to take your time and be patient and break that hair down into small sections. If you're having a really difficult time detangling your hair, make sure that the section is small. If this is difficult, then make it even smaller. Just separate it and make it even smaller until you can finally pull the comb through. And good news about this whole detangling during transitioning, it does get easier, it does get better. Not only are you mastering the technique and the skill of detangling your own hair, but your natural hair is growing in and you're cutting those relaxed ends off, and those relaxed ends are the ones that fight the whole detangling process. So the fewer relaxed ends you have, the easier it gets to detangle your hair. So I hope these tips helped. I would like to hear what you guys do to detangle your hair. What are you doing? What products do you use? What tools are you using? I'd also like to hear, you know, any horror stories, or if you have any questions, any other questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I'll definitely get back to you on that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching. Bye.